Hey, what's going on, guys? Hexer, and today we're taking a look at the Mattycollector San Diego Comic-Con 2016 exclusive Thundercats Wilykit and Wilykat. Now, while these figures are pretty cool on their own right, they are quite expensive. I believe they were $65 on the website or something like that. And usually, a figure like this is only like $20, $25, plus all the shipping and stuff like that. So, this being an exclusive for San Diego Comic-Con, they usually try to do some pretty cool packaging. So, this is basically part of what you're paying for, so that's the only reason I'm showing off the packaging here. But you can see pretty nice little color right there, and design of lino. This obviously opens up, and you can see part of the cat layer. Now these things can kind of fold out to the side, and then with the top section you just pop these up, and you kind of have a makeshift cat's layer if you wanted to, or you wanted to display it that way. Me personally, I'm just going to put it with all the rest of the boxes that have come with some of my collectible figures. I did want to show the back of the box just because of the cool artwork. You see a little bit about those guys if you want to pause that and kind of read that. I think that's in focus, but some really nice artwork. You see the cat's layer back here and a bunch of the Thundercats that we probably won't get, unfortunately. Anyways, taking a look back at the figures, I think they were really well done. They come with a few accessories. Obviously, the hoverboards and the stands. The stands are really good. They're nice and tight. You do get a few accessories. So with Wilykit, you're going to get basically 5 hands. You're going to get a hand that's actually this piece right here is molded in there, which I actually do like. I'm glad it's not a separate piece from the hand, because it would just keep on falling out. You obviously kind of get the open hand here. For the right one, you get an open hand, which has kind of like a broken finger almost, is what it looks like, or index finger there. Then you get 2 hands that I guess are for holding. So this one's more like a little grappling hand, but if you needed this holding hand to put in here, you could put in his weapon here, and it's nicely done. You can see that this is just soft rubbery plastic, but this brown is actually 2 different tones. So this one's a darker brown here at the handle, a lighter brown going all the way down here, and then here at the end you can see just kind of like a beige color, which breaks up really nicely, and everything's a different color than the hand. So I think it looks good. Now he also comes with that same accessory, but it's just one of those things that it's already wrapped up, and if you wanted to just put it on the back of him, same colors as the one that he could actually use as a weapon in his hand, you can see that it just plugs into the back here. So I mean, you could do however you want, but obviously I would think if you're going to use the hand where he's got the whip in his hand, then you would take this accessory away, or vice versa. So that's why I kind of did that. Now for Wilykat, the sister here, you can see that she comes with a couple of different hands. You've got kind of this open hand. You've got one to hold the weapon there. You also get 2 of these kind of grappling hands, but I still think you'd be able, if you wanted to put the whip or lasso or whatever into her left hand, that you could probably still fit it in there. But those are basically what those look like. And it's one of those things to where they just plug in it and they turn. They don't have any up and down or left and right movement. So that's all you get, just because I think they're smaller figures. And since we have the lasso here in her hand, which is just all pink, it's all one color. You can see that she's got the same thing here, and because she has it in her hand, I didn't plug it in here. But I guess if you wanted to kind of pretend that she has 2, or you don't want to really keep your accessories in the box, then you could do that. She can't store them both there. Alright, so we're going to take a look at Wilykit first, and we're going to start off with the stand. Stand's real easy to insert there. So this would slide in, and this would pop into this place, and you just slide forward. Stays on there very well. The stand is actually nice and tight, so where you're going to actually, it's not going to move once you set it in a spot. So I really do like that. I've had some stands before to where they, as soon as you put the figure on there, the weight distribution, it'll just knock it over. So it's nice and tight, and it's going to stay wherever you put it. And like I kind of showed earlier, it'll balance really well. So taking a look at his board, it's a little bit different from hers because of the brown going around here, but you can see the Thundercat logo looks really good. There's no mess ups there. You get the one peg for the front foot, but they both have, he can ride it whichever way you want it. So if you wanted to do it this way, he's got holes on both feet, or you could do it, this way. So it's really up to you. The bottom you can see is a darker brown with that lighter kind of brown touch there. You can see some white here at the back and that blue on the other side. So very cool looking board, a lot of detail to it. And we'll put that to the side and we'll just kind of focus on him at the moment. Now this piece, like I mentioned before, is just it's molded to the hand, which is good. You can see some nice details in there. So we'll go ahead and move that. We'll put in another one of his hands so we can look at the figure a little bit better. And looking at the details, especially here in the head, there's really no paint mess ups that I saw on this particular figure. One of the things that I want to kind of pay attention to is the eyes, where you can see the red and then the black slit, and there's actually like a little white dot to the left. I guess depending on which way you look at it. If you're looking dead at it, it's to the left. That little white dot kind of, I guess, look like it's reflecting in the light. And then there's some white on the outside outlined in black. You can see the lighter tone on the face. Everything looks really good. Uniformed. Eyebrows. Here they painted it orange and then they painted white. It seems like white over the orange. The black, kind of like little pattern here. Everything is clean. I like that defining. And you can see the white coming all the way back here. As far as the little outfit that he has, you can see basically three colors here: the dark brown, a kind of a lighter brown or orange, we'll just call it light brown, trim going excuse me, all around the figure, the sleeves down through here, and then the orange. Belt is brown. Again, very nice Thundercat logo there on the belt. Looks very clean. And the boots, there's a lot of nice detail in them. So with the darker brown, the lighter brown, and then the orange. So very nicely done. As far as articulation goes with this guy, his head's on a ball joint. They have very big heads. A little heavy compared to the Bonnie, but you can still get all the poses you want out of it. Permitting like the hair and stuff doesn't get in the way. Then you have the arms, which these go in and out. They're a little bit looser than what I'm used to with the Masters of the Universe Classics figures, but it might be because they're smaller. Maybe that has something to do with it, but they do go in and out. They go back and forth. The elbows, they do bend 90 degrees. They also rotate here, and the wrists just rotate. The hands are actually, as you can kind of see, the hands are like a soft rubbery plastic. So the waist just turns, no back and forth. This is kind of a soft rubbery plastic, so you can move the legs back and forth and in and out however you need. The knees, they bend, but they also rotate here as well. And then you have the feet, which go back and forth, and then they rotate as well. And just to kind of do a size comparison, we'll bring in He-Man. So that I don't know how much taller, or maybe about the same size that maybe Lino and Panthro and stuff like those guys are going to be, but just in case they're the same size as He-Man or those Master Universe figures, then here it kind of gives you an idea of the scale that you'd see between Lino and like Wilykit and Wilykat. I think though that maybe the Thundercats should be a little bit taller, but we'll see. I think we get our first one next month. All right, and taking a look at Wilykat. Sometimes I get their names backwards, but looks very good. Again, very nice color design on her. With the board, looks really good, nice and detailed. You can see that the stand balances very well. I've even kind of got her leaning back and she's still staying on the board, so I do like that. But let's take her off. Let's focus on the board real quick. And again, very nice stand. It's going to stay wherever you put it, so I do like that. On her board, you can see instead of a brown trim around it, it's got that darker blue trim. And then down here, you've got the darker blue trim where you'd have that on him as well. You can see that you have the darker blue bits here, and you have the darker blue bits there, and still white here in the back. So the main thing is the trim here, and then these little colors for this stuff. But very nicely done. Again, with her, you have the holes on the left and the right foot. So if you wanted to do her that way or that way, it doesn't really matter. It's up to you. Her weapon here, like I mentioned, this is just soft rubbery plastic. So wherever you put it, it's just going to keep on, going down unless you use one of those hands to where you can put it in both hands and kind of pose it like that. But just all one single color, the pink. If you wanted to use this instead, it does just plug onto the back. It stays in there very nicely, so I like that. With her hands, you get those two kind of grappling looking hands, if that's focusing. Yeah, so those two like little grappling hands, and then you get the hand just to hold it, and then kind of an open little cat scratching hand there. But just looking at the figure, I wanted to focus here on the face first. Hers is, I wouldn't necessarily say messed up. You can see that it kind of got a little blotchy here at the corner. Not that big of a deal. This eye is obviously perfect. You notice it when you look at this eye, and then you look at this one. You can see there's just a little bit of specks there, but it's just, I'm being really picky there, but I wanted to make sure that I show that to you. Face looks really good. You can see all the white going around there, the black, the same thing with the eyes with the red, the black slits kind of coming at an angle, and the white dots. If you're looking dead at it, it's to the left. But for her, it's it's on the right side. Again, with the black, everything looks really good. Everything's in the lines, going all the way back there. And again, very nice Thundercat logo here on the chest, if this will focus. There we go. So. And a nice little paint job. You can see the belt is brown with the silver, little white little pieces over here on each side. The skirt again is soft rubbery plastic, so if you need to move the legs forward, back, out, they can do that very well. Head's on a ball joint, just like him. Everything's the exact same articulation. Arms move out, rotate. The elbow bends 90 degrees, rotates. The hands, they rotate. The waist, it rotates. And then whenever you come, I think I showed the knees, they bend and rotate, and the feet go back and forth, and they rotate as well. Another little thing that I like is that they didn't just paint them all pink or all blue. They actually paid attention to the detail and added the heel and the feet are actually the flesh, and they're not covered up. So I'm glad that they paid attention to the detail like that. But anyways, there's a look at these two characters. I'm excited to have them. I hope this Thundercat line continues. I guess that's one of those things we'll just have to see. But starting off with these two figures, the sub, we haven't even started getting the sub figures yet, but as an exclusive, I hope they re-release this for you guys that weren't able to take part. Maybe they don't do the cool packaging, but these are an awesome set of figures, so I'm glad I have them. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.